What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we are going to start this video off a little different. First thing I got to do is go grab my bike. It's at the shop. Unfortunately, I don't know where I picked it up, but I picked up a screw, went right through the middle of the tire, and you can't just patch it because you have to replace the tire, which my tire needed to be replaced in the first place, so it's not that big of a deal. But you know, $545 for a brand new front tire, that's a little bit to throw out at once for a tire for a bike. You know, we don't pay that much for one tire for a vehicle. You know, I probably could have got 4 tires for that price. But anyways, that's beside the point. Let's head there, grab the bike, and we'll make some stops, and then we'll come back, and I got some other stuff to talk about. So let's go. Well, guys, we got my bike, and there's the brand new tire on her. Not the same as the old one, but still very nice. He said that the back one is still need to be done, but looking at it myself, I think I got the rest of this summer out of it. And then I got 2 in my Amazon shopping cart that I will be ordering, because I am not paying another $350 for one tire. Never again. Yeah, that's a no-no. So we will order them too here very soon, and I'll get it put on possibly first of the year next year, and then we'll go from there, right? What do I got going on here? There we go. Anyways, let's fire her up. You see what that guy did, right? I'm trying to go there. Instead of walking across, he walked sideways. So basically I had no choice but to stop or go around him. Just an idiot. All right, and we're back out at the bike. Beautiful. Look at her. She just yells, yes. Love this bike. Alright guys, so I just got everything off. I'm sweating. It's so warm. Like, it's windy out, but it's so warm. Like, you know, if you're not in the wind, it's probably like 28 degrees, but if you're in the wind, it probably feels like it's 20 degrees. You know what I mean? Like, the big difference. Well, I would say it's probably lower than that. I don't. Anyways, and what would that be in, so in Fahrenheit, that would be, I don't know, it's something like 50 Fahrenheit to 75 Fahrenheit, something in the difference, you know, something like that, I guess. But the wind is just, it's cold, right? But anyways, we just want to talk right quick about my bike total. If you can see right there, okay, see if the camera can adjust to it. It's hard to adjust, but $517 with a $25.68 tax. So I put a deposit of $450 down, and the remainder was $89.28. $536 for a tire. That is incredible. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But anyways, let's get talking about some stuff, okay? So the news that I wanted to talk about is, well, our pool is empty. Why is it empty, you're asking? Well, we had to move it because we believe that the garage is going to end up somewhere here. So we got to let me get this open. We had to drain her out to get her down because all this here has got to come out of here. So this is garbage. When I moved the shed, I found all this garbage on the side of the shed. You know, these were the bricks that were in front of the shed. This is part of the old fence that went down this way here. So I got that all piled up there, and we're going to be building a shed here within, I don't know, I want to say the next couple of days. There's going to be cement being laid, and or I should say concrete. Well, no, it's cement first, then it turns to concrete, right? And one of the things that I was talking to them about is, if you look at this here one, they got an extreme approach to the garage. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it takes away from my backyard if I do it that way. So we're gonna probably go, like, my approach will probably end somewhere here, roughly 2 feet, you know what I mean, from what theirs is. So if their approach I think is like 16, mine's gonna be 14, right, or something like that. It's whatever theirs is, mine's gonna be 14. So basically, when I'm looking at the front of my garage, it'll be in line with these here ones here, right? which gives me that room that I have, so that I can still have my pool up, I can still have my trampoline up. But anyways, with that said, I'm glad that I could take a minute and talk to you about this. I know I don't post all the time. It's hard for me to post because you guys know what I'm doing. I've explained it in my videos, and if you're new to the channel, I'll explain it again. So basically, I started my own automotive shop, right? So I do all these repairs, and do I claim to be an expert? No. Am I good at it? I got a hair in my mouth. Yuck. Yes, I'm good at it. I'm very good at it. You know, just like any shop, I'm no different than them. I frig up sometimes, right? But you know, I'll catch my mistake, and if I don't feel comfortable doing something, I don't do it. Like, there's a lot of times I'll turn people away. It's not that I can't do the work, I just don't know how to price the work. You know, like, you come in with a power steering leak. You know, some power steering leaks you can fix within a couple hours. Some, it's 6 hours, man. You know, because there's so much you gotta move out of the way to get at it. Like, there was one, literally the way it was, you had to put it up on a hoist and drop the subframe to get at everything, right? Because the rack of premium was behind the subframe. It's such compact vehicles. That's the way they make them today. They make them so that you have to take them to the shop, and I'm trying to help people from having to take them to the shop. Now my brother, I don't know if you've seen him in any of my videos, but he's coming down tomorrow. Now he had a truck, and he took it to a shop where he's at, and they're doing the work, some of the work, but they also forgot to mention that they forgot to add stuff in the quote, so now he's got to pay more money for this stuff. And I said to him, I said, see, that's what they do. They try and trick you and get you in the door. They're like, oh, okay, well, you know, $1,200 isn't too bad, you know, and I get my inspection done, you know, because he needs an out-of-province inspection. But then they call him back and say, oh yeah, we forgot to add this and this on there, so it's going to be another $600. My brother said, no, forget it. He said, do what you quoted me on, and that's it. I'll bring it down. My brother will do it, right? And that's the way shops are. They get you in the door with a little bit of a quote, and then they give you a bigger one, right? And some of the times, the stuff they give you, like, so one of the things that needs to be done is he has a Dodge Ram 1500. It's a 2010, I believe, with a 5.7 heavy, and he needs a serpentine belt. Now, the serpentine belt does not need to be replaced to pass an out-of-province inspection. I guarantee you that right now. However, it does need to be replaced, which, you know, anybody that knows anything wants to replace that, because it's one of those things, if you don't, you go down the road and it blows the serpentine belt. Where you at? Sitting on the side of the road. So anyways, to get to the bottom of the story, okay, they want to charge him, I believe it is 1 hour to change the serpentine belt. That takes literally, in the 5.7, literally takes probably 20 minutes, right? But they want to charge him 1 hour, and I said, no, don't listen to them about that, man. We'll do it down here and we'll get it done. And the other thing is a wheel bearing. Okay, so it was supposed to be quoted in the bill, and they didn't, and it's a complete hub, so they wanted to charge them to change the serpentine belt and the wheel bearing an extra 4 hours labor plus the parts. The serpentine belt is, I don't know, let's say it's 80 bucks. It's something like that, right? And the wheel bearing is 230 or something. So, you know, you're talking $300 for the parts, and then an extra 4 hours labor, which is $500. Right, because they charge $139 an hour, or so, whatever it is, $520 or something, right? Altogether, it would have worked out, like, his bill is like $1,200 now. It would have worked out to $2,000 he would have had to pay, and he just said no, it's insane, right? And that's what it is. It's insane when these shops, and I told him, I said, you know, that's why I got into this business, because shops are ripping people off. They're just taking money right away from them. You know, you go in there and they say, oh, okay, you need front brakes, you need rear brakes, you need rotors, and then they give you a bill for $900. Between me and you, if you're watching this video, you know right now that brakes and rotors, you're looking at probably about $300 to do the front and the back. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. $300 for the parts. And then to do the labor, you know, like, I charge 3 hours to do it at $60 an hour, which isn't, extremely bad, but does it take me 3 hours? No, it probably takes me 2.5, right? And that's pretty much any vehicle. That's what it takes me. And that's, they're going to the shops and they're getting a bill for $1,000. You know, you're paying $600 for the labor, $300 for the parts. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy, man. And then they wonder why people are, you know, that are driving these old ship boxes, is because they can't afford $1,000 to put out on brakes. It's crazy, right? Like, I mean, let's, you know, and I'm not saying that I'm any better than anybody else, or you know, you know, that I, you know, most families, right, live on a low income. You know, they're probably making say $30,000 each a year, so that's two of them. They're making $60,000 a year. They both have a vehicle, going to work, right? You picture putting out $2,000 every month on a vehicle, you know, and then having to on vehicles, right? Because your insurance, your payments, that's $2,000 basically, we'll say. Because I know, because my truck was $1,000 a month. That's what I was paying for. So you think they're paying $2,000 just for their payments, and then on top of that, having to do repairs. Come on, people. You know, they got a family, they got to feed, they got, you know, rent to pay, they got heat to pay, they got power to pay, all this stuff. It makes it hard, you know. And the way our economy is going, it's not getting any better. Anyways, with that said, thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I bored you a little bit with a very long video, but thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.